Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today, and you might be able to tell one of the things that I have planned for today by what I'm holding here. I have sort of a rare occurrence going on right now. Zach is visiting the friend that has been in a lot of my vlogs recently, the man child, the adult child. That's what we call him on this channel. I've called him that for years, and he refers to himself that way. But Zach is going to visit him at his home, so I dropped Zach off at the train station this morning, and I was a little sad saying goodbye. But it is always nice just to have a couple days where I do what I want at the time that I want. I kind of love it. So the first thing that I did was I actually went over to the grocery store to see if I could find anything. I thought it might be fun to try recipes. I don't think I'm gonna get too crazy, but I thought, let me get a couple of ingredients, see what I can come up with, and then, you know, if it turns out well, then I can make it for Zach when he's back. But so I did that first, and then got home. I was waiting around all morning because I love my flowers. I love my flowers. These I picked out of the garden this morning, and I really love flower arranging. I don't have a lot of skill when it comes to it, but I did do, for our wedding, I did all of our flower arrangements. I loved it. It was the most peaceful thing to do before our wedding, and I spent a total of 16 hours doing all of the flowers. But it's something that I really love. So this morning I was waiting around because I finally ordered floral foam, like the wet floral foam that you can stick your flowers into. I have tried in the past couple of years because it's not expensive, but it's not the cheapest thing to buy. I think it was $20 for 6 blocks of floral foam, and I'm using half of a block for today's little thing I'm doing. So it's not awful, but it's enough that I was like, oh, I'll stick it in a vase and it'll be fine. But I really love using floral foam because then I can really make something bigger and really arrange things how I want to. So I got that in the mail. It just came like maybe half an hour ago. I'm soaking it in my little dish that I'm gonna put my flowers in, and I thought I could do that with you guys today. So I went around the yard and I picked a bunch of my flowers, at least what I had growing so far. Some I purposely grew, like these roses and these snapdragons, and then these beautiful cosmos. Yes, they are finally blooming and I love them. But then other things like the yarrow that I found, that was just growing wild. So I have all these guys that I'm going to put into this. Actually, it's the dishes that I used for our wedding arrangements. So let me show you that. Okay. These are the little things that I made for our wedding. It's actually just a dollar store bowl and a dollar store candlestick, and I made these like pedestal bowls. And of course you can see the flower foam. I soaked it, and yeah, I want to make, I don't know, I want an arrangement for our dining room table. The thing about our dining room table is it's ginormous. And this little guy looks pretty small when it's just in the center of the table. So hopefully I can make this look big enough that it fills the table a little more. This is my favorite activity. I mean, I think besides gardening, but this sort of has to do with gardening. Doing these flower arrangements is just, it brings me peace. So I have a lot of like greenery and stuff. I had creeping, I think this is creeping Jenny or something like that. Had that escape where it was originally planted, so I picked some of that, and I think I'm going to start with that greenery and then fill it in around the edges. Yeah, had to find my scissors. I apologize if the microphone is not great. It's my usual microphone, but I have fans going because I don't know about you guys, in Pennsylvania we are getting a long heat wave. It's extremely hot. We don't have air conditioning downstairs because it's an old farmhouse. We only have it upstairs. Oh, there's a spider. Hello. Hi. Well, I don't know what to do with you. So we only have AC upstairs, and that means it gets kind of hot. And that's not great for me. Okay, how can I do this? I might loop these. What if I, ooh. Should I do this? Should I loop it around like that? Ho ho ho. That's sort of interesting. I don't know where I'm going with that. I have been surviving off of the Element packets. That's pretty much what I've been drinking for the most part, except for my seltzers, because I love my seltzers. I'm actually not getting fluids anymore, so it can be a little difficult to stay hydrated. But the Element is doing it for me. Okay, I don't know what I was doing with this. I really don't know where I'm going with these guys. And I actually don't know what side I cut, because both are cut. There we go. Alright, I just try to like fill it in with the greenery first and see what I can do. I don't know, should I have this guy stay this long and just have it coming out to one side? Like that? Maybe. Maybe. I also have these guys, which I don't know what they are, but they're growing crazy, so I figured, let me cut a few of them. Hi, Spider. Dude. Come here. You're not gonna bite me? Well, don't bite me. I'm not... Okay, let me put you outside. Well, don't jump. Ugh. Hold on one second. We're doing a spider rescue. Stay on my pants, okay? Let me get outside. Hold on. Don't move. Alright, he's outside. It's one of those spiders that they're like a really light green and they hide in flowers and kill butterflies and stuff. So I don't know why I rescued him, but I did. I'm a nice person. Okay. I feel like I need more of a stem so it stays hydrated. Yeah, it hasn't been particularly busy. I know I haven't uploaded a ton, but it's been so hot that it's hard to do anything during the day. And I've also just been working on house stuff. I also, oh, let me show you this. I've been working on starting a sourdough starter, and I am finally, for the first time, having some success here. So, I'm not having a lot of success actually baking the bread. I've made 2 loaves that are terrible, but, you know, you gotta start somewhere, so I at least have the starter. I don't know what the secret is to making the bread, but it's not rising as much as I want it to. So I figured I would just keep the sourdough starter going for a few more days, maybe get it stronger. I don't know. I don't know the science necessarily behind all this stuff, so I'm just trying my best. I just really love sourdough bread. How are we looking? That's not bad. That looks fancy. Okay, I'm excited about that. Zach and I actually just took a trip to the beach, which I will be sharing that with you in a few weeks. That was fun. Yeah, but otherwise not a lot has been going on over here. It's just the heat has really been getting to me, which I'm sure many of you guys can agree. If, of course, you're in a hot climate. Not everybody is. This looks fancy. I'm excited about it. Where should I put this guy? Here, maybe? Yeah. Do you see why I love the floral foam? You could you put your flowers wherever you want. Okay, I also have some of these guys, which are just lilac branches I cut off. Okay, camera, can we stop focusing on my face? Stop it. I only cut a few branches because I didn't want to hinder next year's lilac growth. You know what I feel like? I feel like I need to even this side out over here. I think I need a longer stem. Okay. I love doing this. This is my favorite. Here. That looks pretty good. I love this. My garden, which I think I might show you in this vlog, is doing pretty well. I've got a lot really taking off, which is exciting. I'm just battling earwigs. It's a bug that I've had in my garden before, but it's never been this bad. It's awful, and it has been destroying stuff. So I looked online and somebody said do some soy sauce and olive oil in a bowl, dig a little hole for the bowl so the top of it's flush with the soil, and then the earwigs climb into it. And I feel really bad about it, but I am catching a ton. And I went out there last night despite these traps being out, and I think I was watering the garden, and they were still everywhere. So it's just, I don't know what's going on. All right, let's move on to some of the yarrow. This is also kind of a filler flower, but I love it. This was just growing wild. We have it everywhere. I love yarrow. I think some people say it's a weed, but other people say it's very medicinal. I don't know. I've never tried it, so I don't know what you would do with it. I've tried growing the other colors of yarrow, but I haven't had a ton of success. It's more just struggling to keep up with the yarrow. And I also looked around the yard because we do have daisies that grow wild. And I think I missed their season by a little bit because they all looked pretty dried, pretty dead. I am loving this. Yeah, this is pretty great. This is pretty great. So I think, let's put one there. Let me show you the other flower that I found out there. I don't know what it is, but I picked it. Could be poisonous. I don't think so, because I picked these this morning and nothing has happened yet. But these were growing wild also. So I thought they might be nice to just sporadically place. I think I want to do some yarrow closer to the floral foam once I get there to kind of hide it. So I'm going to hold on to those guys. Let's do snapdragons. Let's do the snapdragons. Look at how pretty. They're so gorgeous. This is the only color I'm growing. So next year, I think I got to get more colors. And then some of them grew along the ground, so they're bent. So these guys will go into the sides. Like that, maybe? I just hope my roses are not overshadowed. Put you here. We do the roses next. Let me see who has the tallest stem. That'll go in the center. And I actually have a few more that I think will open over the next couple of days. So I can always go back out and pick that. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. You'll go right in the center. Put you there. This is looking pretty good. In another life, this is what I would do professionally. Obviously, I'd get some training, but okay. And then I think let's do. This is so pretty. Okay, let's do some of the cosmos. This one is actually a little bit older, so when they first bloom, they're a bit darker, and then I think the sun just gets to them. All right, let's put you here. So the flowers that I still have that I'm waiting on, like to bloom, are zinnias. I've gotten one-offs. You know, here and there I'll get a zinnia. And what else? My calendula is blooming, but I don't have enough to really do anything with, and all the flowers are orange or yellow, and I felt like that wasn't gonna really mix with this. What else? I have some dahlias that are about to start opening up. Is that it? I have one other style of cosmos that is just starting to bloom. I've gotten 2 flowers so far, but this variety, for whatever reason, took off quite a bit sooner than the other one. The other one is called Fizzy Picotee or something, and I don't remember the name of this one. Alright, so this is what we're working with. I still see some of the floral foam, so that's when I'm going to come back in with the yarrow. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter and really just get it close to the floral foam, and then I think this is done. So I did something like, how many tables did we have? I'm trying to remember. I probably did 20 of these bowls, because I didn't just have them on tables, I had them elsewhere. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Forgot about them. We'll shove them in at the end. So I did that, and then I did just a bunch, like I had floral foam, I had extra flowers, so I just made a ton of different arrangements. I put them on like easels, I put them on door frames. I had them like in the corner of a door frame. So, you know, I did a lot. So it took me quite a bit of time. It was really my first time, which was brave of me, my first time putting together flower arrangements, like, you know, to really look good. And, you know, I chose to do it a couple days before our wedding. I think they turned out great, though. And we had, like, what did we do? Dahlias, sunflowers, because it was fall. I picked a lot of marigolds from the garden, and so anytime that I smell the leaves of marigolds, it reminds me of our wedding. Everything smelled like marigolds. Honestly, I could have gotten a couple more stems of yarrow, but that's alright. Okay, let me put these guys in, and then I'm done. Oh, I have celosia too, but they're actually struggling quite a bit. I have one variety that I think would have looked good in this, but the plant itself, I think the earwigs got it pretty bad. Normally, I don't have any trouble with celosia. I find it to be one of the easier ones to grow, and that was not the case this year at all. Put you there. Okay. Kind of wild. Hopefully the roses open a little bit more. Oh my gosh. I love it. That is... I love it. I'm so excited. Alright, let me put it on the dining room table. Okay. Can I zoom out? Here we go. I think I like it. I think I like it that way. This kind of trailing off. Should I put this... Maybe bring this over here. Oh, yes. Stunning. Beautiful. Look at all the gorgeous flowers. Ah. I love this so much. Yeah. What is going on? This whole table... I feel like the dining room table got shifted because it's not centered under our light here. It's a little bit off. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it. There we go. Okay guys, it is a little bit later. I watched some TV and just relaxed for a little bit, but now I'm outside in the garden and I thought I would show you what's going on out here. I did put this shirt on because I spilled something on my white top. I think I got some pollen on my top. So we're gonna cover it up with this. I'm really happy with the progress of my garden. My peppers are doing really well. I'm gonna show you close-up shots because I think it's easier if I just record that separately. But yeah, I've got banana peppers and pepperoncini. I've got mini bell peppers that are all like kind of getting close to me being able to pick them. Not quite, but we're getting close. And my tomatoes, the plants themselves are growing really well. They're starting to get flowers, and my bread and salt tomatoes are the only ones that actually have visible tomatoes starting. So I think it's going to be a while for them. I think they are large tomatoes, but I don't have any cherry tomatoes starting yet, and they're usually a lot faster because they're a lot smaller. I see flowers in the plants, but I want my cherry tomatoes. I love making like a tomato salad. And then back over here, where this white mesh is, I have my green beans growing. Nothing really there yet. I don't see any flowers on that, and I've got a ton of squash over there. But one thing weird that I did this year was I planted some butternut or honey nut squash under our deck, and they are doing really well. I have little tiny butternut squashes over there, so I'm very excited about that. That's one of my favorite things to like store longer term. And then back here I have some broccoli plants that it's just too hot out. It's too hot out for them, so I'm gonna retry them in the fall. Overall, very satisfied with the progress out here, and I want my tomatoes to be growing. But I think I'm going to take a little bit of basil from out here. My basil plants are not doing great, okay? Again, I think it's a little hot for them, but I want to take some basil for tonight's dinner. It is so bright. Let's see, can you guys see me if I close the curtains? Not great. Okay, I'm gonna start dinner. I've got some, I don't know, grape tomatoes here. What the heck? Hold on, let me wash these again. Actually, let's just move the camera over here because you guys cannot see me. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, back at it. I'm going to slice these tomatoes in half, and then what I'm going to do is toss them in a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, I think. Can you guys see me fine? Yeah. I didn't check my camera to make sure. And then I'm going to roast them at 400 degrees in the oven for, I don't know, half an hour. And because I don't have enough basil, I'm just going to use a canned pesto, make a pasta. Maybe I'll toss some zucchini. That's what I originally wanted to do. Should I do lemon zest? I don't know. That's the fun of this. I don't know how many tomatoes I want to do. Do I want to do a whole container? Maybe. Because I would like leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole container. I like my tomatoes too much. That's why I can't wait until I'm actually getting some myself and I don't have to buy them anymore. I'm sick of buying tomatoes that like taste okay, you know? They don't taste like a summer tomato. Okay, add a little bit of olive oil, nothing too crazy. And then my favorite, I call it Crazy Jane's salt. That is not what it is. It's Jane's Crazy mixed up seasoning, mixed up salt. But my mom called it Crazy Jane's salt, so that's what I will forever call it. Add a little bit of that in there. Gosh, why is this lid sticking? Yeah, that's probably fine. All right, let's put this in the oven to roast for half an hour. right, I'm gonna fry up some garlic here. Cut up some zucchini. This is the pesto I'm going to use because my basil is not growing well enough. So, what is this? Just Wegmans? Is this Wegmans? Yeah. Set that aside. Gonna add my zucchini in here. Okay, I'm gonna let that simmer for I don't know how long. We're gonna eyeball it. Hopefully I don't burn it. And while I wait for the tomatoes to roast as well, I'm going to cook the pasta, which I measured out because if I don't measure it out, I always make too much. And I gotta figure out if I'm gonna add the lemon zest. I think I'll do 2 cups. Well, technically it would be 4 cups because this is a 2-cup measure. Don't listen to me, this is not a cooking YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. This is me attempting to learn what I'm doing. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I might turn the heat off just so I don't burn them. Maybe set it back there too. Let me turn this burner off so I don't set the house on fire. I'm going to add the tomatoes that I roasted into the pan with the zucchini, and I dropped one already. Ooh. Oh, it's hot. All right, let's add in the pasta to this guy. I still feel like I made too much pasta. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, kinda. Let's add in the basil, which I have a lot of, and scoot that around a little bit. The lemon zest, which I don't really know what you're supposed to do with, but we're gonna do that. It is so hot in this kitchen. A little bit of lemon juice for good measure. Let's see. See if it's any good. Try and get a tomato in there too. You did good, Maggie. Yeah, I definitely like it with the lemon on it. All right, guys. Well, there we go. That was my day today. That was a wonderful day alone at home. Flowers, cooking. What else did I do? Showed you my garden. Thank you so much for spending this little bit of time with me. I really appreciate you guys watching and, you know, chatting in the comments. It really means a lot to me and I really enjoy it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat the rest of this. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend and I will see you in the next. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel and really just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much and I'll see you in the next.